Welcome to Terra Juno Painting Stuff. Today we're in the Clearcuts. In this video, we will be making this little oil painting of Brannan Lake. And I'm also going to be finishing off a painting from yesterday that I started in the evening. So while I'm waiting for the light to change, I'll be working on this painting. A clear cut is an area that has been cleared away for most of the trees to make wood products. They're very rugged areas, but they can also be very beautiful. And bears also love them, but more on that later. This terrain is so rough, it's very hard to walk in. And there's thorns everywhere. It might be, other than walking in a muddy swamp, it's probably like the least ideal walking conditions. What we do for art. Got my umbrella set up against a stump. It's pretty great. And I have my little shelter here. I set up on another tree stump, and this time Emily has her own stump, so we don't have to share. That was the plan, anyways. Oh, hi, Emmy. Emmy's decided to sit in my lap while I paint. This is actually a really cozy setup in here. I feel like I have a little tent. I kind of wish that I had like an umbrella that was a neutral color though, but I couldn't find one at the time. I'll have to see if I can pick one up, because this thing kind of stands out like a sore thumb, and then people look and I just want to blend into the background. That's kind of my thing. There's my view. There's my viewfinder. I think I might actually come over here, do something a little bit like that. I'm going to be gridding off my panel to match my viewfinder, and that's just how I find what view and get proportions right in a painting. And I'm going to be using a ruler to do that, and just a little graphite pencil. Nothing fancy, I think this is just HB, but yeah, that's how I get my start. I don't go very detailed, and then I just start painting. Palette! It's a bit close quarters here. I have white mixed with Prussian blue, transparent yellow earth. This is going to be yellow ochre, phthalo green light, azo green, terra rosa, ivory black. I don't have any more of that, so I won't even list it. Prussian blue, ultramarine blue, iron violet, burnt sienna, dioxazine purple, alizarin crimson, cadmium red, medium, cadmium orange medium, cadmium yellow light, yellow ochre with titanium white, fast dry white, and titanium white. It's on my finger now. I was really struck by this view of Brannan Lake because of the reflections of the clouds in the clear, glassy water. The wind kind of ruined my painting. This happened because the wind blew my umbrella and it knocked my easel into my paintbrush. I'll see if I can fix it. The wind had moved in and was disturbing the clear lake surface, so I had to make up some of the details. I was happy with where this painting was going. Alright, I'm going to call this one done. It's very detailed. There's a lot of detail going on here. Yeah, it's hard to do these distant vistas. They're very pretty and they seem like they would be simple, but they just have so much detail in them. They're never simple. It's time to go check out what's going on with the lighting from the painting that I started in part 1. It's the second day and I'm back. The weather is much different, and unfortunately, I don't have that dazzling warm sunshine. It's actually just taken a break from raining. My paint is still fairly wet, but it is starting to tack up in some areas. I'm going to try to finish this off using some of the reference on the scene. I'm hoping that sort of sunny area there might come over this way, but we'll see. I will try to use my memory a bit to get some of the backlighting, but the trees are here and I'm here. The painting's here, so this is going to happen. The paint was still wet from yesterday, so I scratched out some of the outlines of the branches. They are a bit backlit at the time of day that I'm painting. I wanted to just really clear out some of the paint so I can put bright paint back in. The sun was shining and it was warm and beautiful. I was so engrossed in my painting until I noticed something large and black walking on the road below me. There was a juvenile black bear walking on the road. I made some noise to let him know I was there. You don't want to surprise a bear. Hopefully he's scared of me. Then I banged a large stick on the stump because he was hesitant to leave. He just sort of looked at me and was trying to decide whether he should keep going. I ended up making more noise, and he finally ran off. That's good, buddy. You go that way. I am going to stay right here. Thank you. But he was still lingering on the periphery of the woods, so I ended up calling in some reinforcements because he was determined to use this path. I feel a bit bad. He was probably hoping to dig up some grubs on this hill that I was on, but I'm reluctant to sit on a hill with a bear around. They're just too unpredictable. They're also fast. You can't outrun a bear. They can also swim and climb faster than a human. It's best not to carry food, and definitely don't feed them. Also, avoid going out to paint in rural areas on garbage or compost day. Here is some footage I took in Shawnigan Lake that demonstrates why.
Should we call and report this?
Nah, they do this all the time. He's just after the garbage. They do this every garbage day up here. Oh, enjoy, buddy. If they find a good garbage can, they can get very aggressive and territorial.
What?
Oh, he wants to cross the street again.
Yeah, let him go.
Oh no, he's just being an asshole. Is he patrolling?
I don't know what he's doing.
This particular bear lingered just at the bend of the path, waiting for us to leave. Luckily, Emily didn't notice him, or she would have definitely tried to fight him. She's that bold. I think he didn't think that we could see him, but he was keeping an eye on us, and I think he just really wanted this particular hill, probably for digging up grubs. Since he was keeping his distance, I decided to just finish up my painting. I'm using a lot of azo green in this scene because the backlit trees are really glowing this bright green color, especially the saplings. I finished up my painting and we walked that long kilometer back through the woods, potentially with a bear hiding in them. There was a lot of raven and owl activity in one particular place, and I suspect he was hiding out there just waiting for us to leave. We didn't see him on the way back. I hope that he still had a chance to get his dinner for the evening. Thank you so much for joining me for another plein air adventure. I hope you have a great week, and I hope you paint something beautiful.